Yo.
Yo, what is good, my boys? Chris, welcome back, first and foremost.
Thank you. Glad to be back. Appreciate it.
Yeah, see you in the garden, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Good.
I took it over. My bad.
I really wish, because then me and you can make fixes that I'm not liking right now, but we're going to get into that later. You know, just the Radical Souls podcast. It's Tuesday, April 6th. We're going to break down a crazy week in the sports. So much to talk about this week. So much to talk about today. So, for the people that I've never seen before, I'm Daniel.
Chris.
I'm Ethan, and as always, hit the subscribe button under below, like, comment, let us know how you feel.
Definitely.
Word. So we're gonna start off with Paul Pierce. Uncle Pierce was out here wilding, so that'll be our opening topic. We're gonna talk about what went down, what he did, and what were the ramifications for what he did, and if you guys agree with everything that went down. Not gonna go too deep into it, but Sam Darnold trade. I want to know what you guys thought about it. I'm not gonna go too deep because it's whatever at this point. Like that's the door closed. It's like when you break up with an ex, you just gotta be like, yo, that's the door closing in my life, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Gotta talk about a list that came out. The NBA's 25 under 25. What does that mean? It's the top 25 players under the age of 25. I wanted to know your guys' opinion on it. Stephen A. Smith wasn't too crazy about it. I'll give a direct quote of him later. And we'll wrap it up with baseball. Baseball season has started for both teams officially. The Yankees have played a few games now. The Mets played their first game last night. We got to break it down and just, give our takes on what's going on. So with that said, let's get it.
Get it.
Let's get it.
Before we start with the opening topic, Baylor beat Gonzaga. I told you guys Gonzaga was not going to win it all, that they would choke, that I think it was going to happen that way. No.
Yo. Can we talk about how they got smacked from the beginning, son?
They were going to
tip off.
Smacked up all game. It was terrible.
Yo, did you see that meme where they were like, Gonzaga, we practice whatever 2 times a day, and then Baylor was like, oh, well, we lift weights with the football team.
Yeah, I saw that meme.
I was like, that's great. But you look at them cats. It looks like they do, son. They was bodying them all game. So
our tournament challenge was terrible. Ethan won with 980 points. I came in second with 970 because I picked Michigan to beat Gonzaga, which Michigan choked against UCLA.
And I lost from the beginning.
At 500 because he played Georgetown, so that was a good look.
Not at all.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Now, all these young kids are going to look to the NBA draft, and we might be talking about that down the line. But for now, we got the season going on, which we'll get into after. Let's talk about it depends who you talk to. A great NBA player in Paul Pierce. Chris, you haven't been here for a while. You want to tell the people what went down with Paul Pierce?
So me and Paul Pierce went on Instagram Live. You know what I'm saying? And it was live. He had mad women behind him. He was smoking a blunt. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. He was having the time of his life. ESPN said, "Hold up, buddy. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that." And they fired him next day. He was gone. But I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Do you feel like Paul Pierce was that great of a commentator to begin with, anyways?
It was terrible. He was terrible. He made a lot of hot takes. He said some really reckless stuff.
Honestly, if I could put this in perspective, maybe he knew he was going to get fired already because he was that bad at being commentator. So you know what? Let me just throw some fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me throw some gas on the fire and see if I can get a contract somewhere else just for being me. So I
giving up 1.3 mil. I don't know.
Bro, 1.3 mil probably ain't nothing to him, man.
True. He did. I mean, he played in a different era of basketball though. They weren't making that much like that.
That is true. I'm sure he's gonna do something else. I don't know. I'm sure he's not gonna be Delonte West in it out here. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Wow.
What's your
the point?
What a way to come back, Chris.
My bad. But you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he won't be
Nah, I
broke the
get you.
next
Though. I
day.
get you.
Like,
Though.
oh, he'll be all right.
I get you. I get you. Don't worry.
He'll pick up some coaching job, or he'll pick up some commentating job. He'll be all right. But ESPN wasn't his caliber. Sorry.
Ethan.
First things first, he did this for 300 viewers. I mean, no one was watching it anyways. He wasn't really doing it for that many people. I mean, it wasn't like Tory Lanez or
I mean,
6ix9ine going on live. Like,
considering your Paul Pierce, 300 people is.
it's like LaMelo Ball can get more than that within a day. Like, but I don't know. ESPN, I feel like took it too seriously. Like, he's just enjoying his life.
Bro, there was
At the end of the
strippers
day.
bouncing that ass in the background. Like,
But like maybe he's trying to be cautious. There's a pandemic out here. You're not going to strip club.
he wasn't wearing a mask.
You bring it to them. That's all.
He wasn't wearing a mask if you care about the pandemic. You got two strangers booty bouncing in your living room. Well, I don't know if it was his crib or whose crib, but no one was wearing a mask. So,
And I'm sure he was passing that blunt around too. So I'm sure the pandemic was not on his mind.
I'm trying to help him out. Like Chris said, but I don't know. Hopefully, he does find something better. ESPN, like you guys said, it just wasn't it for him.
yeah. Hopefully, Uncle Pierce can get his things going. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, what I personally was like, you're bugged out. So like, you gonna bring strippers and a blunt, knowing you work for Mickey Mouse? Come on, son.
That's actually true. I forgot
It's
about
very
that.
true. Very true. They are owned by Disney. I completely forgot about that.
And you know how it is, bro. Even as an NBA player, he knows what is good. Like, he knows he can't be doing that. What made him think, oh, well, I'm not a player no more. I just analyze the game, and I'm on ESPN that has even younger kids watching. Like, yeah, that's a smart move.
That is true.
Whatever. He faked an injury to poop. I don't know. You shouldn't have expected that much out of him. But talking about going from one team to another, Sam Darnold. It is official. The Sam Darnold era is over with the Jets.
Can we get a round of applause for a horrible error? All right.
Jets got a 6th-round pick this year, and next year they get a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick. Personally, I thought that was highway robbery because they were like, oh, yeah, you guys are only going to 1 pick, a 3rd pick, take it or leave it, maybe a 4th. A lot of analysts were saying that we walked out with 3 picks. Sure, it's a 6th-round pick. I mean, you're getting, at that point, you're just shooting in the dark and praying you get lucky. But the 2nd and 4th, to me, was the major part.
Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick.
Exactly. You never know. Next, we get the next, Kevin White or Leonard Fournette in the 6th round. Who knows? You never know. Yeah, I mean, what's your guys' take? How you guys feel about it? I heard a report that they weren't going to do it if they didn't have the number 2 pick. Like, if they had a later pick, they probably would have kept Sam Darnold. But with the number 2 pick, they could hit restart a little bit easier. So, what's your guys' take?
Honestly,
I'm a Chris don't care, so I want to hear you first.
Yeah, I was going to have no matter to me, but go ahead.
I'm honestly happy for the Panthers because they had Teddy Two Gloves, and he was just ass. Like, in my opinion, he had a great season last season, but overall, he's not that good. But going to the Jet side, of course, 3 picks. You got the 2nd pick still. What do you do with it? There's like 4 or 5 quarterbacks now that could be chosen. And we all know your favorite, Dan, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
But they might go Zach Wilson.
I mean, everybody's saying Wilson, and I feel like I pray to God that this is one of those moments that everybody like links a team to a player, OD, and then the day of the draft, everybody's like, oh my God, they didn't take him. And my thing too is we don't have a veteran quarterback either. So like, I doubt they're gonna sign one until they get a quarterback. So I wouldn't that would hint at what's coming next because they're obviously trying to get a player that plays the same style as Zach Wilson or Justin Fields. And RG3 is a free agent, so in my head I'm like, okay. If they were to sign RG3, they might be going for Justin Fields because RG3 could tell Justin Fields, yo, running is not worth it unless you're going to do it the right way. Look at me. Like, I do it right, and my career is in shambles. But they have no veteran quarterback now, so I'm like, damn, dog. Like, I don't even know who they're gonna go for now, so I gotta live with that anxiety of who the hell they're taking. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Chris is happy because the Giants didn't get rid of Daniel Jones, so everything's okay.
Why you had to go there? Why you had to go there? Why you had to go there? No, I ain't gonna lie though. It was a good move on the Jets' part, and no matter how much you like Sam Darnold, you thought Sam Darnold had some sort of future with them. You gotta like this trade, son. Like this opens the spot for them to get a quarterback. They end up getting Fields. I may have to go get a jersey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I may have to go support another New York team. It's all love. So I'm happy for them, honestly. I have nothing against the Jets, so I'm happy for them. I'm glad they made that transition. That was a good one. And even like what Dan said, those 3 picks, if they end up being anything, it's better than having Sam Darnold on your roster. So
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it, he was gonna be a free agent after next season, so we're gonna have to pick up his option if they wanted to. So it's
if they
either
wanted to, yeah,
pay him bread or restart with a quarterback who now you got 5 years to wait to have to pay him, and you could build something around him while he's developing the right way.
very true.
I ain't mad about what the Jets did. Hopefully Sam Darnold doesn't stay with the Panthers, but
I was gonna say I don't know where that puts Carolina. What is that? How does that transition to Carolina? Like,
um, they're probably gonna have to sign him now because they gave up 3 picks, and it's a second and fourth next year. So now they lost picks that they can build around Sam Darnold, which he's shown on the Jets. I need weapons. He's getting Robbie Anderson back, which maybe in a better offense because Adam Gase sucked bolas. He'll be better, but he's got Christian McCaffrey. I think they still got DJ Moore. Yeah, and they got Robbie Anderson, so he should be decent. Only thing is now it forces you to sign him, and you're gonna have to give him some decent money if he looks decent next year.
which
Throw a
sucks.
tiny bag.
Yeah,
It's gonna be that Leonard Williams effect, Chris, where like the Jets traded him to the Giants. The Giants got the pick. Now they're forced to gave up picks for him, so now the Giants are forced to sign him because you're gonna look dumb if you gave up picks and to like have somebody walk, and that's potentially what's gonna end up happening in Carolina, in my opinion.
believe it. So let's see. I'm. I don't know how I feel about it. So
Yeah, I think it depends on what happens in the next year with the Jets. If their next kid looks terrible the next 2 years and Sam Darnold looking good, it's gonna be a very uncomfortable topic for the next 2 years for me every week with you guys.
Let's believe.
yeah, facts. But I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Nah,
I think if they end up going with Justin Fields, dog, like they'll be all right because he's actually got an arm. He still can move. I don't know. Do you guys want to get into that topic we left off last time?
yeah, we can do it real quick. The mobile quarterback versus the run-heavy quarterback.
I don't know. Talking about Justin Fields, would you consider him a run-heavy quarterback?
I don't consider him run-heavy unless you force him to be. So, I mean, he could scramble, and if you tell him, yo, we're going to run like I feel like it could be like a Josh Allen situation where you could run it with him, but like, they pounded the ground with Josh Allen. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be like a Cam Newton situation of pound, 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 and, the kid's taking shots. It's not going to be like RG3, where RG3 was trying to take off every play. Josh Allen still has his throws, and he only runs like if the game plan needs him to run. So I feel like that's Justin Fields' game if you develop him properly.
Exactly. I was literally going to say that. If he reminds me of anybody, he reminds me kind of Patty Mahomes, to be honest. Like, it's that same kind of, like, movement where they could still move, but, you know what I'm saying, their main game is sitting in the pocket.
And then
Their
getting
main
out of
game,
trouble if you have to.
which is good. I mean, I'd imagine that's what you want in a quarterback. You don't want an Eli Manning that's just going to sit there, or a Ben Roethlisberger who's just going to sit there and just try and take hits and duck. Like, you don't want that. So I feel like those quarterbacks transitions very well to the NFL. That you could still run and move, but you know what I'm saying? You can still sling that thing too.
And it's funny because I don't know what happened to Lamar Jackson because that really was how Lamar Jackson was in college. Like, he was running a lot, but if you needed a downfield bomb, he was there for that too. Like,
I think that's just the way the offense, like the team that drafts him, however they run the offense. Because look, they were running options and stuff. They were doing those sort of plays in the NFL. Like, goes back to square one. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the end. You're not playing against college kids anymore. You can't be running the option that much. Like your main game can't be the option in the NFL. You could throw it in there like a little sprinkle here and there when they're not expecting it. But if you're gonna talk about 30 to 40% of your playbook is some sort of option play, that's not gonna work out.
Ethan, what's your take on it? Since you guys play the Ravens the most.
That's the thing. The first year when Lamar got into the NFL, he was killing it because no one expected it. The second year, everybody could guess what he's gonna do because it was an option every other play. So it wasn't hard to defend because you knew stop Lamar, and that's it. Like who is he gonna throw to? Marquise Brown? Like they knew it was an easy tackle. Like I don't like compare to Michael Vick, but Vick had Tony Gonzalez. Like he had options.
Word.
Yeah, I mean it's not like they had a running game either. Mark Ingram was
non-existent.
J.K. Dobbins. They literally did nothing for them. So.
And J.K. Dobbins, the problem with him was they went to him so late in the year that he never got it like rolling, like everybody was expecting, because they still were insisting on using Mark Ingram. Like,
that was not a good look for them. So
we're gonna have to see what they do with that, though. I mean, they got the draft. We got a few weeks until the draft. It's actually in what 20 days, give or take. So. We'll see what happens.
I thought it was a little closer than that.
I think I could have sworn a few days ago I saw a post of Darrell Reeves that the Jets posted saying 24 days to the draft. So I don't know what day it was. So it's
close.
In that range, yeah. But we'll see what happens then. Until then, there ain't really much to talk about the NFL besides Deshaun Watson being at 22 women now. But that's a wait and see situation with evidence and stuff. So.
But if you're the Texans, you got to hold on to him. You got to hold your bag at this point.
Oh no, you can't.
Oh no,
you can't stay. Like you really can't, because no team is taking that chance right now. Like it's not worth it. Giving up all that capital to then be like, okay, well, you're gonna play with us for 2 weeks, and we'll pray for the best after then. Like,
yeah, and especially now that like the cops and everything are getting involved with him, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's gonna be a wait and see situation. And if I'm the Texans after that, like you got to trade him. Like the poor kid has gone through enough for your organization, and then he had that on top. Like he's got to clear his mind somewhere else. So hopefully they can do that for him. So, Chris, your background. Let's talk a little bit about this, right? So you guys saw the best 25 players under the age of 25. Our boy R.J. Barrett was not on that list, but I'll give you guys a top 7 or 8. What you think, Ethan? 10? Or do you want to sprinkle it in little by little? Because
I want to start right at LaMelo Ball.
All right, so let me give the top 5. The top 5 was Luka Doncic, Zion, LaMelo, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. Stephen A. Smith was like, "Yo, we got to start drug testing people here at ESPN," because that was their list. So if Stephen A. Smith is saying that should tell you enough. And he even said it. This is why people are starting to hate our media because of stuff like this. Like LaMelo Ball at 3. Well, do you guys think that he should be at 3?
He hasn't even played a full season. I don't know. Luka at number 1. You could definitely justify Luka at number 1, no doubt.
Not a doubt.
Easily.
Zion at 2?
Debatable.
He's playing good this season.
Debatable?
He's playing amazing this season.
Wait, but where's his team in standings compared to Donovan Mitchell, who's 4th?
Is it really all Don Mitch, though?
He's a big part of that offense. So even Devin Booker, the number 1 in the West.
Bro, I would honestly put Tatum before Zion. For like that last spurt and him actually progressing with that team.
I mean,
I don't know.
If I want to make you feel any better, De'Aaron Fox was 6th, Ben Simmons was 7th, who a lot of people are saying might be one of the top people on that list. So he might even arguably be 2nd overall. If he could develop the 3, then
Devin Booker at 8.
Devin Booker at 8, Bam Adebayo at 9, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 10. Ethan, how do you feel about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being at 10, and be honest?
Too high on the list. He should be 14, 15. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he had like one good season. With the Clippers, he wasn't really that good.
They
I
put
was
him
gonna
ahead of
say
Brandon
they put him
Ingram
ahead of
and Jalen
Brandon
Brown.
Ingram, bro.
And Jalen Brown and Jamal Murray.
That's 2 All-Stars, and Jamal Murray killed their last playoffs. So nah.
That's a little.
Then you
Not
had
much.
Michael Porter Jr. at 14 and John
Why
Morant.
is he even on this list? Son?
Yeah, he gotta go. He gotta go.
John Morant and Trey Young were 15 and 16, dog.
Ooh, nah.
He gotta go.
Nah.
Bro,
Okay.
Michael Bridges at 17, DeMontis Sabonis at 18, Anthony Edwards at 19, DeAndre Ayton at 20, Tyrese Halliburton from the Kings at 21, John Collins, Jared Allen, Lonzo Ball, and Colin Sexton. There's somebody there, and Ethan, I want your honest opinion on this. RJ Barrett is not on that list. Should RJ Barrett be on that list, considering he is 20 years old in his second year in the league?
Honestly, I think he should just make it.
That's fair enough, because he hasn't done nothing crazy in his first season, and this year he's starting to like uptick a little bit more, which we've been seeing in the games.
But if you're gonna put RJ Barrett in there, who would you take out? Maybe
MPJ gotta go.
Hal-
Yeah, he gotta go.
even Halliburton, like you were about to say. Like
I was just gonna say Halliburton maybe got to go, but I don't know. I think Michael Porter. Would you say Michael Porter Jr. is? I don't know. I feel like
Bridges has to go too. Bridges has to go.
Michael Bridges wasn't good until Chris Paul got there. I don't want to hear that.
He gotta go.
Yeah.
I feel like Michael Porter Jr. and Michael Bridges should be on the bottom of this list if they're going to be on the list, if people really want to argue that.
That's
Exactly.
facts.
But there was two other people from ESPN that said RJ Barrett was 22 and 24. So
Damn.
Arguably, Josh should be higher.
without a doubt,
Like he didn't
Josh
give him Rookie of
Collins?
the Year.
John Morant.
John Morant. Oh my bad. I think John Collins should be a little higher. Not gonna lie. At 22, I like his
He
play.
has his moments.
He could be up
Yeah,
there.
I like his play too.
He could
So.
be up there. Yo, just fire everybody in ESPN. Pick us up, bro. Like just pick this is insanity. This is why
I'll make rankings for you. That's no problem. If they'll be better than this, I'll make rankings for you. You don't got to pay me that much.
yo, all I need is like $100K a year to make some real like decent standings. Like
Yo, I work 80 hours a day looking at I'll watch basketball 80 hours a day, bro. Don't worry about me, dog.
We do it for free. I mean, we might as well get paid for it.
Might as well get paid for it.
yo, insanity, bro. That list is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, dog. But, bro, Jared Allen.
Nah, this season he got nice. Not gonna lie.
This season he got nice.
You know,
He was
somebody
nice on the
else,
nuts too.
somebody else that could have honestly made the list was Mitchell Robinson. Because Jared Allen and Mitchell Robinson are the same exact player, in my opinion.
But he's been hurt.
Yeah.
This season, this is the first year that he's gotten 2 freak accidents that will probably never happen again.
Yeah, but that plays into it though. Like if he's that's the same thing with Jared Allen. Jared Allen hasn't, you know what I'm saying, he hasn't been good the past year or so, but he's good this year. So that same effect plays to Mitchell Robinson. He's hurt this year, so that's what they're gonna see.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh.
Somebody else said Emmanuel Quickly, 24th. He's hit a rookie wall hard body. Let's talk about that real quick, because, since we mentioned Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we mentioned the Thunder. There ain't much really else to talk about. I'm sorry, Ethan. Like, let's be honest. We know what you guys' plan is. You guys are low.
We're not gonna talk about that. Let's focus on the Knicks right now.
Yo, Obi Toppin has been waking up a little bit the last few games. Had the nice putback on, what was that, Friday night against the Mavericks. Looked decent against the Pistons. He's been scoring the ball. He's been waking up a little bit.
Thibodeau actually giving him minutes because he was not giving them minutes before.
Yeah, he was giving him like 8 minutes. Now he's giving him like 10. But that's a whole nother story because same thing happened in Brooklyn last night yet again. Tom Thibodeau's rotations. Like, oh, God. Bro, like, we had it. We really did have that game. And Thibodeau insisted on leaving Julius Randle in all third quarter until like the 2-minute – no. What am I saying? The 2-minute mark. It was like the minute-something mark. I'm like, yo, you're burning this dude to the floor. You can't see it. Like, all the fans are seeing it. So, like, what is nobody in that coaching area not seeing? Like, everybody was getting burnt out.
Then he don't play defense on Kyrie out of all players. Like
Yo,
it's
I'm tight because we saw Frank Ntilikina lock up Kyrie pretty good, literally like 2 weeks ago, and we did not see Frank Ntilikina touch the court at all. Like,
that game plan got to change up.
oh God, Chris, how you feel about the
Yeah.
Knicks, man? I know your take on it. You're the very optimistic Knicks fan.
I am. I don't know. These are speed bumps, okay? These are speed bumps on the road to the playoffs. All right? Don't worry about it.
This road trip though, I'm not liking it. I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh. I don't know
Gotta
about
play
that.
the Celtics, the Pelicans, the Lakers. Then we play the
Yeah.
Clippers. And
They play the Celtics tomorrow.
oof.
We could beat the Grizzlies on Friday though. Don't worry about that.
After seeing Kyrie drop 40 and Alfred Payton wave off a double team like he was Ben Simmons, yo, he waved off Ethan. He waved off a double team at the end of that game, bro.
Damn, we're at number 8 right now, dog.
It's not looking good. I said this. It's not looking good.
All right, so we play the Celtics, the Grizzlies, the Raptors, the Lakers, the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Pelicans, the Hornets, the Hawks, the Raptors, the Suns, Bulls.
The Raptors will find a way to get 8th then.
I think we could beat the Raptors twice, in my opinion. That first time we lost to them, they couldn't shoot to save their lives. The Lakers, I think they're saying LeBron might be back by then, so it's a dub. The Pelicans, debatable. I mean, they're not that great. The Mavericks almost beat the first time as well. Hornets, debatable. Hawks, debatable. Suns, I don't see it. Bulls, debatable.
The Hawks get ass lately, so that should actually be a dub right there, in my opinion.
But you know the Hawks are mad streaky. Like,
Trae Young's been ass, in my opinion, and John Collins is hurt, and he's like Bogdan is not gonna stay hot forever.
oh God, I don't know, man. All I know is the Knicks have a chance. They got to execute and just tread water lightly right now because Tom Thibodeau is wilding out right now. I need somebody to talk to him. We don't got Mike Woodson no more, so I don't know if Kenny Payne got to be like, yo, young fella. Well, not young because they all old as shit, but you got what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody got to talk to Tim to fix that. But, yo, it wasn't all bad last night. Chris is wearing the hat. The Yankees had a game last night. They made light work of the Orioles.
As they should, though. As they should.
Yeah, the Orioles suck. Don't let that 3-0 record fool you. They're playing Boston. Boston is garbage. They are literal trash bags.
Bro, I got like an inside take. I ain't gonna lie.
It's good.
So, all these peeps from the North Jersey, New York area. You know what I'm saying? My peoples, your peoples, they love Big Papi. You know what I'm saying? They hated the Yankees for a minute. But all of a sudden, Boston sucks ass. I've been seeing people at Yankee Stadium talking about "Let's go Yankees." The last 5 years, they hated the Yankees. They ain't want nothing to do with the Yankees. They was diehard Boston Red Sox fans at Yankee Stadium saying "Let's go Yankees." What's good with that? What's up with people, dog?
Right on.
Can you jump ship like that quick?
I mean, you did it right.
I didn't do it. Whoa. First of all, the Yankees, Red Sox
I'm joking.
are nothing
Chris, I'm
compared.
joking.
No, sir. Nothing compared to Giants, Bucks. No rivalry there whatsoever.
Nah, you're right.
Back to my question.
You're right though. That's out of control.
I've seen at least 5 people on my Instagram story go to that game last night. They were straight up "I hate Yankee" fans. I was just very surprised.
And it's not like we're not playing Boston this year. So why'd you not wait until we played Boston?
Sus.
I mean, the Yankees are up 2-0 right now. They just scored 2 runs real quick. I guess Boston fans are tired of sucking. Even though they got Xander Bogaerts, he's not that bad. But when you got Adele O'Neill behind the plate and Gary Sanchez waking up a little bit, I guess that's how they jumping ship.
Yeah, I mean Red Sox fell off the face of the planet Earth, dog. They They literally got nothing going for them. They got rid of Mookie Betts and they ain't never looked back.
They bugged out for
We're just gonna suck after this.
They bugged out for that, yo. That was the worst trade I've seen in a while.
Yo, could you name anything that they got back from that trade that like has panned out?
I don't even know what they got back from that trade.
I
Off
don't.
the top of my head.
Me either. So
Yeah, yikes. Yep, Yankees are up 3-0 now. Judge just singled to right. Urshela scored. What can I say? Speaking of scoring runs fast, we talking about the Mets, Ethan?
Well, why did you compare the two? Why
I
can't
mean,
you say
bro,
we go
listen,
to
man.
Mets?
Listen, man. Like, I saw it live. My dad's a Mets fan. We finished the Knicks game. We're like, all right, let's watch this Mets game. You know, we're flipping back and forth. The Mets were up 2-zip. DeGrom got some hits. He's like, yo, I'm tired of people blowing games. I'm going to get these 2 runs myself, and I'm going to stay in here as long as I can to hold the ship down. They took him out in the 7th inning, and the Phillies proceeded to score 5 runs in 1 inning, and the Mets lost 5-2.
Nope. I mean, we could have got it out, you know, if the catcher caught it or the
third baseman had a better throw, maybe.
You know, but that we gave him 2 runs right there, so the Mets being Mets, I guess. Nothing you can say about that.
Yo, it was the most, Chris, like, it was the most Mets thing I've seen in a minute, bro. Bases loaded. Homie gets a nice ground to the third. He could take his time and throw it home, but he's thinking of this, like, yo, we're turning this double play. Yo, launches a bullet just off the plate. The catcher misses. They score 2 runs off of it. And the Mets get the game tied, and then they just start giving up bad runs. I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing.
We're supposed to be underdogs.
Look, they're going to piece it together. They got Stroman pitching tonight. They got Syndergaard coming back from Tommy John. They're going to piece it together. That's like I said, the Mets are my dark horse. They're going to put things together at the right time, in my opinion, and make a little bit of a run towards the end of the year.
Let's hope that happens.
Yeah, have you seen the Astros hate though? Yeah, that shit been strong.
Still?
Yeah, bring your own trash can day to the Angel Stadium. I think they said it. Somebody threw like an inflatable trash can on the field. Somebody had like a random trash can from the stands that they brought over down to their seat, like onto the bleachers and shit. Like, yeah, it's people are having their fun. I'm glad to see fans back in the stadium now. People can actually have their fun. It's been a long year. The Astros were able to take a break, but
Word. Talking about fans, how is it in Texas?
Yo,
40,000 people
in one stadium, no mask. Some of them were wearing masks because, you know, they're still thinking about it. Other people are like, well, no mask mandate. Who said I got to wear that shit?
Yep. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Maybe going May 17th to go see the Yankees. It's a Monday. I'm hoping there's not that many people.
But you took your second shot soon, so it's not.
I get my second shot tomorrow, so hopefully by then it's kicked in, and I'll be wearing my mask. Okay.
Yo, when I saw that stadium, I was like, "Oh wow, bro, that's a cool old video." And then I looked down at the comment section. I'm like, "Oh crap, that's right now."
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, like I've said, it's a 50-50 day for me. Either A, it's going to go very bad, and there's going to be a spike in cases in Texas, or B,
they're saying that's a super spreader event. But I mean,
if nothing happens, long truth be told, because states look at that and be like, "Yo, maybe we could loosen up a little more." If ain't nothing happened in Texas, maybe we'll be all right out here.
I was literally
open up anymore.
I mean, you saw Miami Beach like 3 weeks ago.
We'll be started.
Ethan, how was that, by the way? Like all those areas when they were shutting shit down at 24/7.
I mean, the closest I've been to is Fort Lauderdale, and that alone is insane during spring break. So Miami, I heard people can't even drive. Like as soon as you get off the highway, you can't drive in the streets. It's a wrap. That South Beach area, there was no way to go around it.
Yeah, I completely forgot about asking you that last like 2 weeks when we were on the podcast. So like,
it was bad, and that's what started a year ago, and they're still going. So bad.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks,
guys.
Well,
2 minutes left. Chris, please wear a mask out there. There's gonna be a surge in cases in the next week or two, so please wear a mask out there. We'll be back Thursday. Reselling 101. We'll be posting that up. Probably got a few things to show off. Cause I know I hit a restock. He didn't hit a restock. I don't know if he sold any of it yet, but maybe he has some stuff left. Maybe.
They got some stuff. They gotta stay tuned.
Word. We posted that we're doing a giveaway. Miles Morales for PS5 on Instagram. We're doing a raffle for a PS5 controller, and down the line maybe we'll do another giveaway if this goes very well, and we'll see what happens. And we can do little stuff like this from here on out.
Yes, sir.
Follow the
Yes,
TikTok.
sir.
Post sneakers at 24/7, so you guys can get an up close look.
Yo,
And
can we get the dancing on TikTok?
if you want to do it, you can do it. I ain't dancing for now.
No?
Are we hitting the Corvette? No.
Yo, don't. Boy.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Coming soon.
All right, guys. Until then, peace.
Peace.